Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to provide some basic informations for yourself to build up a very clear, good spiritual foundation. So when it comes to our day-to-day life, even though we have many other knowledge and wisdom regarding many different subjects, when it comes to reality of our life, it depends on deeper understanding that what we have related to our life. So it's kind of like a basic characteristic of life. How much you know about yourself and how much you know about your own inner experience. How much you know by yourself will change the definition of life, the point of reference of your life, understanding about the things. So then you have to question yourself, what you know about life. So you lived a life so far. You have some kind of personal experience. If somebody asks you, without anything that you got from the books or the Dhamma talks or the reading books or the sutras or anything like that, just by yourself, is there anything that you experience? So you have to question, and because that understanding will help you to go deeper into your practice. And overall, when it comes to ourselves, from birth to death, it doesn't matter whatever the age limit, we all experience the change. So your life means another way, another definition for that is the change. So the change happens each and every moment, in each and every angle, in each and every inch of your life. No one can escape from that. So then if you are capable to accept it, not by believing, not by thinking about it, not by kind of like because of the fear or kind of like that, but by experiencing how the change happened to you. And when it comes to the world, if you look very carefully, this everything happened because of the change. But sometimes when the things come to us, we may not going to see the change, but we see this outside result. And then we hold and we try to fight with it. We try to kind of like give a different kind of definition for that. In a very nice way, very beautiful way. But ultimately, end of this all, we experience the change. So it's like this. There were two young new students came to practice meditation. So by the time this the teacher told them to go to the mountain and practice themselves. So then they start to practice little by little, mind calmed down and they relax. And there was a plague close by them. So they saw this. And this plague was so moving fast and the wind was a little bit so high. And so one student keep looking at this and start to observe. And then other one saw this. His friend is observing that. And then he also came and start to look. So that's our human behavior. And sometimes we don't follow what in front of us. We follow human beings. We don't follow our perception, raw, natural, organic level of perception. We follow human beings, and through human beings, we try to access to our experience. So that's what happened. He also start to look into the plague because his friend keep looking at it. So you can experience it. If tomorrow, if you go to your neighborhood and stop somewhere and start to keep looking something, you don't need what it is, just keep looking. And maybe if someone start to go by, then passing by you and start to keep looking, what you keep looking, he don't care that what he experienced, he start to follow. So human follow humans. So then you have to know, are you following another human being, or are you really tuned to deeper your perception and recognize that? So somehow, then this one student told, look, this plague moving so fast. Then other one told, no, not the plague, it's the wind. And they had a big argument. Is it the flag or the wind? So if there is no wind, then what will happen to the flag? So if there is no flag, what will happen to the wind in the moment that we see? So kind of like they had a big argument. And so then by the time they got late and the teacher, look, today this new students came back because they went to the mountain. And he got a little bit worried. And then he started to went towards the mountain and he saw this both having argument and bringing different kind of examples to prove themselves. And then the monk, the teacher told, it's better both of you look into your moving mind, not the flag or the wind. So the same thing happened to us. And sometimes what we experience, we can't see what is behind, because the thing is this: whatever you experience, it is an expression of something. That is the bottom line. But if you are not capable to see the beyond that what you see, then you may caught up on wrong information, because that in the depth of this whole experience, it's your memory play a big role, big part. So then meditation will bring the ability for yourself to understand this truth. And then deeply yourself, your own mind, and the moment by moment, the perception, this everything in a journey, this everything change. So once you are capable to experience, you're not going to bypass situations. Because and sometimes when it comes to meditation, prayers, spiritual practice, and become generous, this all is kind of like a bypass our situations, problems, events, and sometimes we have deeper fear regarding our own life. And we always look for very safe, very good, comfortable life, which you will never get. There's no such a thing like that. Only comfortable, peaceful, happy life. No. Why? Because when once you recognize everything change, whatever happiness you reach, that also going to change. It's not going to be permanent. Whatever the comfort you reach, you gain, that's not going to be permanent. It's a moment of experience. And whatever the sadness, worry, disappointment, unhappiness, unbalance, that also not permanent. So once you get that, once you understand that, you're not going to hold it to the moment of experience, believing this is me, this is I am, kind of like that way. So you become more relaxed and comfortable, and you start that relax and comfort start to bring the awareness to the moment. That means you will be more tuned to what you experience in the moment. So that is the power of being the awareness. It's not about you know about something, you know about the moment that you go through. But when it comes to human life, it is not a, kind of like a difficult thing. But we used to always think about something else, detach from the moment, go for different thing, go for something else. But yourself, you have to know, wherever you go, your mind not going to be there. It will come back. Time to time, it will come back. So when it come back, when you don't want to accept it, or when you don't have a space for that, then you feel kind of like a lost. You feel kind of like a disappointment, unhappiness, sadness, worry. So then meditation is a method you develop. When the mind go, you develop a space, you build up a space to come back. You welcome it. You accept it when it come back. So that is the power. Rather than pushing it away, rather than rejecting it, rather than closing down, when it come back, if you have the space, when you give the space for your mind, it little by little going to settle down there. And then it doesn't feel kind of like a lonely. So that is the power with the sitting and practice. So it's very necessary for you. So then always remember, when you sit, when you settle down with the awareness, when you settle down with your primary mental object, it's the moment that you bringing your awareness, your mind to you. And once you settle down there deeply, little by little, you're going to recognize each and everything happen as a result of something, and then whatever happened, it's all change. And overall, when you recognize it, head to toes, that, from 0 to 100. So if you recognize that, and when you see that entire continuation of change, that seeing part we call the vipassana. Thoroughly, deeply, without kind of like becoming a bias to some ideas or the thoughts, with completely pre-independent mind or the awareness, you see this change happening within yourself. And you're ready to accept it. Why? Because you know that whatever happens, it's a part of this life, and whatever happens is not going to be permanent. So that makes you more deeply humble person. It makes you more flexible person. So deeper the best flexibility bring the balance, not the rigidity, not the tightness. So when you are capable to keep that flexibility within your own mind, within your own experience, you are capable to handle with any situation. So you don't have any preconditioned mind. You don't have any concrete, unchangeable point of view or the ideas or the point of reference. So whatever in your mind, you become aware, but you're not going to hold it to the surface level of experience, and you're not going to bypass the situation, and you accept it as a part of the life. And that is where deeply you start to recognize this everything. It doesn't matter sad, worry, happy, unhappy, joy, pleasure, or the pain, or kind of like losing or the gaining. This everything is the life. Not that what we see as a fantasy, the life should be all good, all kind of like, beautiful. It's not like that. This what you experience is the life. Don't bring a different definition for that. Bring the definition from you. In that definition, you can't be, it is completely white, or it no need to be completely black. So it's both black and white, yin and yang. This both right and wrong, day like day and night. So are you willing to accept that? Why when the night comes, why you reject it? When the darkness is there, why you reject it, hold it to the light? Why you think always that should be the comfort? Why you always, hold it to the clinging to the pleasure? Why you can't handle the pain? Why you always want to be with something? Why you can't handle the loneliness? Because there is a beauty. Because it is a part of you. It is not only that is the nature of this entire universe. And look at, when this entire planets, that all this universal planet, it has its own way of journey. In the larger scale, when we see, there are many, many other planets moving, but each and every planet has its own way of behavior and speed, rotation, and each and every planet has a different character. It's all not going to be the same, and it's not going to come together. Just imagine each and every planet, everything come together, what will happen? This everything going to become kind of, destroyed. So same thing. So it's your thoughts, your body, your mind, you also kind of like a planet when it comes to that other living beings, it's kind of like they are like planets. So everybody moving. So you have to have your space. Keep it. Appreciate it. Don't always try to go towards something. Don't always try to hold it to something. Then it's a disaster can happen. So keep that space. So we always bound with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, always bound to something. But this is a moment, and slowly you start to tune to that deeper vibration, the rhythm that happens in you, and it happens independently, slowly, within yourself, and it gives an opportunity for you to experience it. How beautiful it is. Appreciate that. Remember, it doesn't matter whatever the situation. You have to take that. Any situation come to your life, you have to take it as a kind of like a raindrop come from the heaven. It's 2 times blessed. So one is because it's coming from the heaven. So when it released from the heaven, it blessed. And when it come to the ground, so any raindrop come to the ground, that also blessing. So take that each and every events in your life like that. Don't reject anything. Learn to accept, be a part of things. Because invisibly, this is how this life goes. So, and it will give a deeper connection. That's where the compassion arises. That's where you become so humble. Because this is not a kind of like a way that, oh, this is my life, I do the way I want. It's a kind of like that. No, invisibly, deeply, each and every person keep their own space, but invisibly interconnected. So maybe you go to market today, there are a lot of vegetables that you see, when in America, you go to any marketplace, you find a lot of things. And maybe, from another country, the farmers work so hard, and you go to the market and brought that things and you cook it and gave it to your children, and they have a, comfortable moment, and they are full, and with that they go to sleep. Whoever the farmer make that vegetable in another country, work so hard, and sometimes his children, went to sleep without anything to eat. Maybe the drivers, whoever delivered that, was so hungry, didn't eat for many, many hours, many meals he missed. because he want to bring it on time. Otherwise it's going to reject. So like that, you start to recognize this. And then what will happen then, if you tune to that, you slowly appreciate that, you recognize it, you put value on it, but at the same time, you're not going to reject anything. So that is something, that you have to learn in life. And because then you start to see the connection and this everything interconnected, and you appreciate. And another thing, what will happen, you start to lose this cravingness, come from deeper inside you. We have a very cravingness to have the collective mind. Me, I want. So like that. But once you see that circle, you're going to accept it more with the more respect mind. That is the transformation deeply happening within the practice that you develop. And when you buy something, you feel so happy, but when you come out, you think, oh, I got this, I bought this, or now I can go and eat and become. When you come out from the same market, you may see someone sit under the tree or the pavement, homeless guy, please help me, holding a board, sign. And maybe, in this cold weather, you go to sleep, wearing jacket or having comforter, and, the putting the heaters, and that's everything. Of course, you have to have it, enjoy it. But you may see there is another person live, not even 1 mile away from you. They don't have anything. They just, in this cold weather, but still they live there. So once you see this, you lose that cravingness. Oh, comfort. Oh, feel so good, So like that, you feel, you release that cravingness. You release it with the deeper connection and the deeper understanding, and not become just a bias, or not hold or grasping that the kind of like a surface level of experience. You see the expression that from where this all come. So that make you more bigger person. Then once you have it, you're not going to become limited to this Lilliput body. It's when it comes to universe, we are, kind of like dust. So, but now you come to very large scale, and you can see things very widely. And when your lens expand, you're not going to have the cravingness, or you're not going to have the kind of like a dualistic mind. You're not going to, hold it to the moment of situations. Oh, this is good, this is bad, right, wrong, or she's right, or he's wrong. So kind of like, you're not going to hold it to that, because now you see in bigger picture. This all have some kind of connection, and this all part of life. So observing inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation is something different than the exhalation, but this both bring the life. So they see that observing that itself, it brings the wisdom to you. And you can't hold it to, you can say, oh, I like only inhalation because it brings the breath to me. So how about, if the exhalation doesn't happen, only the inhalation keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Oh, otherwise, when situation come, when you want to relax, you exhale, and that way that you feel so comfortable. And then you think, oh, exhalation, it's the life. And you like only exhalation. So how about that? Oh, you keep exhale, exhale, exhale. Try. You may can't do it for more than 1 minute. Only exhalation. Count 1 to 100. Just, exhale only from 1 to, 100. You may can't do it. Just keep inhaling. There are many exercises that all can give you understanding. Try to just keep inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. 1 to, even 10, 20, 30, and see how many counts that you can go only inhalation. You start to feel this, everything get tight, pressure go up. And, it's kind of like the body start to kind of like going to blow out. So then what you need to do? Exhale. So keep exhaling, 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 1 to 10, 20, 30, and then by the time, the same thing going to happen, it get tight, and you feel so uncomfortable, your pressure go high, and it's then again you start to feel like the body going to blow out. See, you can't hold it to inhalation or exhalation, but both give the life two different nature. It's like the day and night. It's same like the right and wrong. It's same like the left and right. So then you can't separate things. So deeply, once you understand, in the middle that your awareness, you experience life in between this inhalation, exhalation, you become so calm, humble. And sometimes inhalation become longer, heavy, soft. And sometimes exhalation become longer, heavy, soft. So this the nature you observe with your inhalation, exhalation. So the same thing happen in your life also. Sometimes the same person become nice and sometimes become, weird. Sometimes things go right, sometimes things go wrong. And sometimes you feel so, good, sometimes you feel not good. The same thing. When later you understand this whole moment of experience. And rather than that the moment of experience, our point of view, point of reference sometimes give a hard time to us. So once you understand that, rather than, go towards the outside world, you start to go deeply, deeply observe and recognize. And then you very easily you can apply it to outside world because you have inner wisdom within yourself. By observing experience, and and that knowing is the important part. Not listening and knowing, not seeing and knowing, not following something like, no, deeply get that wisdom to yourself. This all kind of like guidelines. We can't keep pushing you. You have to have some clarity in you to go deeper into your path, because once you close your eyes, you become your own master. So you have to question yourself then. Who you are, what the very nature of that character, what kind of person you are. Are you trying to find the bypass through the spiritual practice? Are you trying to kind of like cheat you? Are you kind of find a lazy place for you? So you have to see this, the very nature of the character. And that will help you to work, brush up, sharp and clear. And that clarity uplift you, not other things. Sun, the moon, the earth, the rain, the wind, that's everything. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And Keep working, keep working. That yourself. Nature has its own way to recover, but ourselves, we don't have our own way to purify. We have to have the effort. We have to have the wisdom to do that. So bring that wisdom, develop it in you, work with it, and brush up yourself. And so by the time, you are the one who's going to get the benefit out of it. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left hand, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So if your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again, just settle down with the sensation. In the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi. Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjissami. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.